today's video, we're doing something a little bit different. I recently came up with these 3D printed little stadium stands for N64 cartridges to display some of my cartridges that I got kicking around. But I had this really original idea that I stole from people on Etsy, where I want to do a single cartridge display stand. I saw a bunch of people doing them out of acrylic and then doing cool things like the N64 logo or just like the text of Nintendo 64 like you see on the top there. But yeah, so I wanted to take my shot at making my own little 3D printed version of those. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through kind of the steps of me figuring out that I want to make a product and then designing that product, iterating through that product until I think it's good enough to put on the shop, and then printing it and getting it into the Etsy shop. So we're going to show you some time lapses along the way of me actually like modeling out the idea for this, kind of drafting up what I think it should look like, and iterating over it. Without any more delay, let's get into the video. Just got the parts off of our printer for the very first attempt here. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure these fit, snap these into place. Alright, it's a little tight, they fit. Let's see how it holds the cartridge. Alright, I mean that works, but it's a little bit loose, a little looser than I would have liked it to be. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pull these back out. We're just going to kind of check how much clearance I have here, because I think I made them probably a little bit too thin. Yeah, so it looks like, you can see there, it's kind of tough, but there's like a lot of clearance. So I think I'm probably going to about double the width of those, and then we're going to have to make these holes bigger as well to fit it. But I think I'm going to double the width of those, make them a little bit longer too, so there's less play left and right here. So yeah, we're going to get back into the modeling software. We'll give you a time lapse of me making that edit to the model, and then we will reprint it. See you there. Alright y'all, so we got the next version off the printer. We're gonna pop these in here, see how we did. I got a good feeling about this one. I think it's gonna be pretty good. Oh, boom. That is much better. There's still like a tiny bit of wiggle room, but I mean that thing, I can shake it around, it ain't going nowhere, which that's the key, is I just want to make sure like if it's on a table or a shelf or something, you can kind of shake it around a little bit and it won't fall. Alright, so I think we got everything sized up and this is looking good. Now the only last thing I want to do, I'm thinking I want to make two different versions of this. I want one that just has the little N64 logo in the corner, and I want one that has the full text like Nintendo with the little 64 up top right here. So the two, you know, common, like, oh, actually right here. So yeah, so one, I want to have that little N64 logo right there, and then the other, I'm thinking like the text on the top is what we use, the little N64 text. So yeah, we'll get back to the time lapse of us designing that, then we will reprint it with each of those logos, and then we will be done with this project. Alright, I'll see you back in the time lapse. think we're done here. We got a couple of stands, one with Nintendo 64, one with the actual N64 logo, and as a little final surprise, I also whipped up one with my website on it, arcanetcg.com. That's the place you can find all the stuff that I make and purchase it. If you're interested in any game or card stands or any accessories for trading cards or gaming, hit us up, let us know. Yeah. So now the only thing we got left is we're going to take some pics and go ahead and get this item up on the shop, arcanetcg.com. Then we're done here.